There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hi there, Meteorologist Lisa Green here, and welcome to this Valley News Now weather update brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. We are looking at conditions that are warm today and nice and bright and sunny behind me, at least in the Fargo-Moorhead area. This is our live view from the Red River Valley Fairgrounds in West Fargo. And looking at, some nice temperatures. This is leading up to a clipper, so we're going to see some changes coming up here heading into tonight and tomorrow, but not drastic changes. That's the good news as we are looking ahead to the weekend. So we're going to get into all of that coming up here this morning. First off, let's talk about a day. It's a very important day that's near and dear to my heart and to the hearts of lots of folks who are in the weather world. Today is National Weather Person's Day. So February 5th, this is the day we celebrate to commemorate the birth of a man named John Jeffries. He was born way back in 1774, and he was a physician in Boston and one of America's first weather observers, and began taking daily weather observations during the year of 1774. So right around the time of the Revolution. And he took the first weather balloon observation over London in 1784. So kind of one of the American pioneers in the world of meteorology. And so we take this day to celebrate those of us who are in that field. From folks here in the broadcast world, the National Weather Service, this graphic is from them. Thank you for producing that. And, also people who volunteer as observers, storm chasers, anybody who's a weather enthusiast who contributes to the world of meteorology. We want to thank all of you. And specifically, I want to thank our team. So First Alert Storm Team from Valley News Live, we are a great group of individuals, very kind, caring folks who really want to do the best job for you when it comes to forecasting the weather. So again, thanks to everybody who I work with and beyond in the world of weather. And it's a great day to talk about weather. We're talking about temperatures that are so mild. So mid to upper 30s through the rest of the afternoon, heading into the evening hours. Still going to be very warm. We'll see more clouds building in as the clipper approaches for tonight. So let's get into what we can expect. Again, it's beautiful out there right now. Lots of sun in the view here in West Fargo. And temperatures, 30 degrees right now. In the 11 o'clock hour in Fargo, it's 36 in Grand Forks, already hitting 40 in Jamestown. And into Minnesota, you can see that we've got temperatures that are working on getting to that freezing mark. Some of us are there already, like Detroit Lakes at 33. And wind chills, slight factor, but once we're starting to warm up like this, it's not as much of a problem. And wind speeds are ranging from 5 to 15 miles per hour in most areas, with that one gust in Jamestown right now to 24. Here's a look at our radar and satellite map. Again, there are breaks in the clouds. We're seeing some areas where we've got some sun, other spots that are already starting to see some hints of that moisture moving in with that clipper that is approaching here for us. I'm just trying to zoom in here. Here we go. Heading into the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, we'll be watching for these snow showers, but also perhaps a little bit of drizzle mixed in there too with our warmer temperatures coming up. Zooming out, and you can see this is already working its way through pretty quickly here. So we'll be watching for this into the second half of the day. Okay, hour by hour planner. Again, seeing a few areas where we've got some flakes, where we've got some drizzle. That's going to continue to be a possibility into the afternoon. Temperatures soaring 30s to 40s. And then this evening, we'll be watching for Northern Valley and East being the best bet for picking up any precipitation. Should be very light. What's going to impact us the most with this is the wind and that directional change in the wind, meaning colder air moving in for the day on Friday. So winds picking up. You can see some gusts here getting into the 30s by 10:30 tonight. And temperatures still very mild, also in the 30s, even some 40s still at that point. But eventually that wind takes over. So as we cruise through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning, we're doing just fine early on with temperatures that are above average, for the start of the day, but that wind will persist and still blustery in the morning hours on Friday. I'm hoping our warmer temperatures will prevent us from having too much of that ground drifting from blowing snow from that wind. I'm hoping that we'll get a nice crust on the snow, or even just have that snowpack ripen up so it's not as fluffy and dry and loose as it is when temperatures are colder, below freezing. But still, just something to keep in mind. And then moving on into midday on Friday, the temperatures continue their downward swing, and we're looking at some numbers, single digits north, teens to some 20s in the south and west for Friday, and the wind does ease up at that point. So our forecast for the rest of the day into the overnight hours for wind, you can see even through the evening, the wind is going to be on the lighter side, and then it really ramps up heading into tonight with those gusts of 30 plus miles per hour through the overnight hours. Wind again turning northerly behind the clipper that sweeps through. And a quick look at your forecast for the next 11 days. Today, it's the toastiest, and then tomorrow we take that step back. Again, a reminder, we'll probably start off warmer in the morning than we will be once we get into the afternoon. This is not Arctic air, it's just not as warm as we are today. And then Saturday, making a nice recovery, a cool morning, and then we're watching those temperatures on that upward swing Saturday. This weekend, in fact, looks pretty good. 20s to some low 30s. In early February, we're doing just fine. And next week, there's a chance for a shot of some snow Monday, Tuesday. We're keeping things warm with that, some upper 20s, low 30s, and that just keeps rolling into the end of the week. Another shot of snow possible Thursday. And then, with some uncertainty still here, so, if you've got some travel plans and you're concerned about a specific day, check back with us as we get closer. And then heading into the following weekend, it's Valentine's weekend, and we've got temperatures that are going to be mild, and so far so good, it looks like, for Valentine's Day, but we're going to continue to keep an eye. So that's a look at your forecast on this National Weather Person's Day. It's nice to have your own day for your career. And again, thanks to everybody who helps us with the forecast. Your reports when we have active weather, really helps us to understand how a system is evolving, and it helps us to pass along that information to others so they know what's maybe happened upstream from them and maybe coming their way, and just kind of helps to keep us an idea of what we're dealing with here, whether it's snow reports or severe weather reports when we head into the season. So again, thank you for that, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's nice to have that warm weather. Hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy it before we cool down a little bit heading into Friday. And once again, this has been your weather update brought to you by 1-800-WATER Damage of North Dakota. And we'll see you again here tomorrow. And you can always tune into the forecast again on Valley News Live at noon, coming up in exactly 30 minutes. Have a great day.
There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER Damage of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER Damage of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.